Paramount Plus.
Some nice weather on the way for any traveling or last-minute errands. A bit breezy and mild temperatures into the mid-30s. More details coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we have more reaction from the approval of a proposed data center in Saline Township. Plus, we look at all of the changes that came to the Escanaba Marina this year and what to expect in 2026. And a press conference is held as tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela continue to rise in the Caribbean. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
And welcome in. We are now very close to Christmas Day and just the holiday season as a whole. Can't believe it's here already, and we officially welcomed the winter season yesterday. It's not quite going to be winter-esque for tomorrow. These are mild high temperatures into the mid-30s. We'll even see a 40 in there closer down towards the Menominee area, as we'll have a better chance to see some sunshine down there. But the breeze will kick up as well. It's going to keep things very comfortable and nice for any traveling. I'll have a full outlook on your holiday season in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. The Michigan Public Service Commission is facing backlash after unanimously approving fast-tracked contracts allowing DTE Energy to power a massive data center planned near Saline Township. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from regulators who say ratepayers will be protected and residents concerned about transparency, environmental risks, and the speed of the decision.
The Michigan Public Service Commission voted to conditionally approve special contracts for DTE Energy to supply 1.4 gigawatts of power to a proposed data center in Saline Township.
The motion carries by unanimous vote. The order in case number U-21990 is approved.
The decision comes after weeks of criticism over heavy redactions in the contracts and the ex parte approval process, which required minimal review. During public comment, residents from Saline and neighboring townships urged commissioners to slow down and reconsider.
3 residents of Saline Township have filed a ZBA case appealing the permits. An appeal requires them to stop what they're doing, stop all work while the ZBA decides the case.
Bruno also questioned DTE's claims about available power.
Now, obviously someone's lying to us, or everyone's lying to us, I suppose.
Environmental and ratepayer concerns dominated the meeting.
The principles of the task at hand, which is to serve the public interest. In this case, protecting ratepayers, not tie a pretty bow on our ex parte blindfolds.
Parents living near the proposed site warned of real-world impacts.
You can say and justify it however you want, but I want you to remember my kids and remember me.
Commissioners have said the approval includes conditions meant to shield customers from higher costs, but opponents say unanswered questions remain. The Attorney General's office has said it is reviewing the decision and considering next steps. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
In Escanaba, it's been a busy year for the Recreation Department and Municipal Marina. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons spoke with the Recreation Director and Harbor Master about what was accomplished and what's in store for 2026.
In 2025, a major project for the Recreation Department was the construction of a long-awaited splash park at the site of the former Webster wading pool.
We had many delays with COVID and then delay in parts and trying to find a contractor. We had to bid the project a couple times. So we are hopeful that the splash park will be done for spring 2026.
The department has also been updating the floors inside the 26,000 square foot Catherine Boniface Civic Center, and more upgrades are planned for next year.
We're going to concentrate on windows, LED lights. A lot of the stuff we have in this facility, it's 1967 it was built, it's all original. We're going to definitely look at some opportunities to update a lot of the maintenance and facility issues.
At the marina, the last few years have been spent updating the landscaping, making it a more appealing site for local slip holders and transient boaters.
We've trimmed trees and removed trees, and we put in some mulch. We have updated a lot of the signage. We cleared some of the sidewalks that were dilapidated or dangerous. Some of the stuff was in poor condition. So we've been budgeting a few things every year, and we're going to continue to do that as well.
Also this year, year, the Harbor Advisory Board has been crafting a 5-year plan with a list of updates that need to be made, including an upgrade to the fuel station and the replacement of one of the docks, with plans to secure grant funding in the new year. Next spring, the city plans to replace the roof of the Harbor Master building, about a $25,000 endeavor.
It was something that wasn't budgeted. We just happened to notice that we've been having some problems in the men's shower room. Council just approved that, so we're going to get that done for 2026.
The marina reported a strong summer, with the goal being to make it a more welcoming destination for visitors in the years to come. For the Recreation Department, a new year is another opportunity to enhance the lives of Escanaba residents, particularly the youth in its after-school program.
Most recently, we partnered with Events with Kathleen. She's been giving us some funding, and we're going to continue to expand upon that. Currently, we have 127 students that are registered, and they can come, every day after school, and then on Saturdays, we hand out hygiene items, school supplies, and we feed them every day. All that funding really adds up, so we're grateful to the community for donating to our program.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
More files related to Jeffrey Epstein are expected to be made public today, according to Congressman Ro Khanna. The Department of Justice says it has hundreds of thousands of more pages coming, but heavy redactions and a slow release has drawn outrage from lawmakers and survivors. Christian Benavides reports from outside President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.
And I won't be satisfied until the survivors are satisfied.
Congressman Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna are keeping the pressure on the Department of Justice, threatening Attorney General Pam Bondi with legal action if they believe the DOJ isn't acting in good faith as it releases the Epstein files.
The problem is this was a slap in the face of survivors. What do they want? They want to know who are the rich and powerful men who visited Epstein's rape island and covered up the abuse.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says a slow rollout and heavy redactions are protecting the survivors and the innocent.
You're talking about 1 million or so pages of documents. Virtually all of them contain victim information.
President Trump signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act into law last month, and though he was once friends with Epstein, he insists he didn't know about his crimes.
What this whole thing is with Epstein is a way of trying to deflect from the tremendous success that the Republican Party has.
More than a dozen of the new files were briefly taken down, including an image that appeared to show Trump. The Justice Department clarified it was flagged for additional review and reposted after there was no evidence Epstein survivors were in the image.
I don't feel tremendously confident that everything will come out.
Annie Farmer is a survivor. Documents appear to show her sister Maria, another survivor, notified the FBI about Epstein back in 1996.
Without fully understanding what went wrong here, how can we prevent that from happening again in the future?
According to the law, the DOJ must report to Congress in the coming weeks why it made any redactions.
In a statement, Annie and Maria Farmer and 17 other survivors called on the DOJ to uphold the law, saying the partial release has hindered their search for accountability. President Trump is meeting with his top national security officials as the U.S. steps up its pressure campaign against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's government. Erica Brown has the latest from the White House.
With the U.S. Coast Guard in active pursuit Monday of a third oil tanker connected to Venezuela, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem defended the Trump administration's efforts to ramp up the pressure on Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro, speaking on Fox and Friends.
We're not just interdicting these ships, but we're also sending a message around the world that the illegal activity that Maduro is participating in cannot stand. He needs to be gone.
The Trump administration maintains Maduro and his government are trafficking drugs into the United States.
Drugs are down 96.2% coming into the United States. 92.6% by sea. And soon we'll be starting the same program on land. The land is much easier.
Over the weekend, the U.S. military seized a second tanker, something the Venezuelan government condemned as, quote, a serious act of piracy. Last week, President Trump announced a blockade of sanctioned vessels going into or out of Venezuela. And in an interview Friday, he would not rule out a war against the country, raising concerns from lawmakers.
I consider it a provocation and a prelude to war, and I hope we don't go to war with Venezuela.
We should not be waging war against Venezuela. We definitely should not be waging war without a vote of Congress.
But other lawmakers are backing the White House's pressure campaign against the Maduro government.
I support the idea of standing up to Maduro, and I want him to go.
A CBS News poll last month found most Americans are against military action in Venezuela, with 73% of those surveyed saying the Trump administration has not clearly explained the U.S. position on the matter.
Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro addressed a letter Monday to the heads of state of Latin American and Caribbean nations calling for joint action in the face of what it calls aggressions, acts of piracy, and extrajudicial executions by the United States. Kelly Rowland has your first morning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, a record number of Americans are expected to travel for Christmas this week. And experts say there's a simple way to shift your child's focus from gifts to gratitude this holiday season. We'll have all the details when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
I'm Todd Mackey, President and CEO of First Bank Upper Michigan, your local community bank in the Upper Peninsula. At First Bank, we have a unique investment team, comprehensive commercial services, and a passion for our community, where it's all about people.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Last minute gift shoppers? Yeah, we get a lot every season here at Menards. Santa? He's here every year. He loves our prices on tools. A great selection of toys. And you can even find something for yourself. Plus, you can't go wrong with a Menards gift card. So come on in and wrap up your last minute gift shopping at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Next, Kelly.
We've got a game.
Name the band.
Desert Pool? Desert Pool, so I don't know. Oasis.
From Pluribus, Ray Seahorn.
Hot Ladies. Spice Girls? What? I swear they didn't tell me.
Plus Chris Daughtry.
I really wish I knew it was pajama day.
Oh my God. Filled it. I was like, I choose that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
At First Bank Upper Michigan, we're all about the people of our community. With banking services tailored to you, we're your partners in prosperity. For all your banking needs, join our community. About the people.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. It was a pretty seasonal day for today, and now when I say seasonal, it's actually winter. The winter solstice happened yesterday, and now we're going to be slowly gaining some daylight back, but we just moved through the shortest daylight of the year. Today, 29 degrees. The average high is 25, so that's a win. It's the small little wins that we have to be thankful for, and I think there's a lot of them when we look at holiday week as a whole. We know sometimes with these major travel for Thanksgiving and Christmas, there could be some major systems to impact that. So you have to be a little flexible. It just depends on your snow tolerance, how comfortable you are with driving in flurries. Some people are not comfortable with that. Others, that's a walk in the park. That's another day in the Upper Peninsula. So it all just depends. I don't think we're going to go the 3 days straight of Christmas Eve through the day after Christmas without any snow. That's just too good to be true, but I'll break everything down for you. Tomorrow is going to be a really nice day if you were looking to do any traveling or last minute errands. Not going to be seeing much, maybe some snow overnight, but that should clear out for the morning time. It'll be breezy, but temperatures will at least feel comfortable into the mid-30s, even above freezing for most of us. Now we look at Christmas Eve. If you were looking at hitting the road late morning, early afternoon, depending on where you are, there's going to be a brief snow shower likely moving through. So again, it depends on your snow tolerance. If that doesn't look nice to you, maybe just try to leave earlier and then maybe wait after that. Again, it just depends, but at least we're not looking at a major lake lake effect snowstorm for Christmas Eve for traveling. So that's always good news. The wind should stay fairly calm too. It's not really going to cool us down that much. Yes, a 5-mile-per-hour wind from the north is going to make things feel ever so slightly colder, but the winds should stay to a minimum, at least for tomorrow. We look ahead to Christmas Eve, an hour by hour for you around dinner time if you're headed to midnight mass, and then early Christmas morning. Temperatures stay into the mid-20s, even upper 20s. This is again comfortable considering that our average high is 25, but at least we're not looking at some snow. Now, depending on where you are, there may be a few flurries, so I just broke down some of the cities across the Upper Peninsula, Marquette, Escanaba, Houghton, and Newberry. It does look like we're trending mostly dry for Christmas Day, so that'll be nice if you're headed towards any other houses for Christmas dinner destinations. Just have the jacket. Don't wear any shoes that you would mind getting some snow on it, but at least we won't be adding too much fresh snow to the mix. Now, after that, things start to change. We'll get some more snow, but then once we pass that, the weekend and beyond, you'll see on our 7-day, just a second, we are expecting another cold surge. So at least that holds off any major snow systems, the cold surge, that it's not happening for this week. So we get a fair share of some flurries, but that's the Upper Peninsula in the winter time for you. Maybe a wintry mix to start off the weekend, and then that's when the colder air settles in for Sunday going into Monday.
Kelly, thank you very much. This is a busy week for shopping and for traveling. AAA estimates more Americans are traveling this holiday season than last year, and airports and highways are expected to be crowded on Tuesday. Gwen Baumgartner has more.
'Tis the season to be traveling. AAA estimates a record number of Americans, over 122 million, are traveling this holiday season, beating last year's all-time high of 119.7 million travelers.
How has the experience been so far this morning?
It's been fantastic. There's always going to be some sort of chaos, but you just got to have patience.
While Tuesday is expected to be a busy day in airports, travel experts say things will slow down later in the week.
Once you get to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, things slow down a bit. So if you've got still some flexibility, maybe book a Christmas Day flight. Those tend to be cheaper, and airports are just calmer on Christmas Day. Then things ramp back up post-Christmas with people coming back home and the New Year's crowd that wants to travel for New Year's Eve.
Interstates are also expected to be crowded this week, about 110 million people hitting the road this holiday season. Some travelers in the Northeast tried to beat the traffic by getting out on the road late Sunday night.
Yeah, we left around 11 o'clock. Wow. And actually, it's been a pretty good drive. The kids were kind of like, oh, we don't want to go, we don't want to go. You're going. You're going to enjoy it.
How has the traffic been so far?
Actually, it was wonderful. There was no traffic at all. That's why we left late. That's the key to cross the New York State is leave at 11 o'clock at night.
And an added bonus for those hitting the road this year, gas prices are hovering around $2.86 a gallon nationally, down almost 20 cents a gallon from last year.
AAA estimates around 8 million people will take domestic flights this holiday season. Getting wrapped up in gift giving is not unusual this time of year, but there are ways to help kids keep focused on the bigger picture and learn a little gratitude during the holidays. Greed and envy can be challenging feelings for young people. Psychologists advise parents to empathize with those feelings and gently explain items your child may want may not fit with your family's budget or values. Then you can work on shifting the focus towards more gratitude.
Talk together as a family about where you're going to make donations if you are going to do that. Have your kids think about where they'd like to make donations, even if it can be very, very small. Do acts of service. Look out for other people. Think about others openly in front of your kids. In all of parenting, in all of raising kids, modeling the behavior we want to see is so much more powerful than lecturing kids about it.
Dr. Lisa D'Amore adds this time of year is not about the stuff or about the notion of perfection. She says it's really about relationships and being together. Still to come on your 19 News, Dockers and the Delft in Marquette hold a community dinner. We'll see how it's bringing people in the area together when we come back.
The kids, they got Santa. My goal, gifts for adults. I give holiday instant games from the Michigan Lottery. They're a fun gift that's easy to give everyone on your list. No one regifts these babies. Am I changing the world? No. But I am putting wonder back into the holidays for adults. This year, gift something wonderful. Give them holiday instants from the Michigan Lottery. I won 100 last week. hence the vest.
I do not agree with this holiday hot take.
You got 2 good hours out of me. We ate, we laughed, bye.
You should sit at home by yourself. And Alfonso Ribeiro is back. Plus, this boy's voice is unbelievable. Then, don't you think we all deserve a little vacation? On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Get in the game at Connery Sports in Iron Mountain. Our newly expanded storefront is packed full of sports cards, memorabilia, and the latest sports apparel. Whether you're chasing Pokemon cards for the kids or seeking one-of-a-kind collectibles and vintage gems, our expanded space has something for everyone. If you're a diehard fan or just starting your collection, Connery Sports supplies everything you need to fuel your sports passion. Swing by today at 617 North Stevenson Avenue for something to rep your favorite team.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it? Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Plus, you get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The Delt Bistro held a community holiday dinner this evening in downtown Marquette. Our own John Truitt spoke to the organizers of the event and has the story.
This is what benevolence looks like. 70 place settings in an elegant dining room, gourmet cuisine, and live music, all provided free of charge to anyone in our community.
We just thought it was a time to offer an opportunity for people who may not have family and friends to share the holidays with, or might not be able to afford to go out for the holidays, but also, more importantly, bringing community together.
The idea for this holiday dinner came from the entire staff of Donkers, the Delft, and Evergreen Market, a close-knit family of their own who wanted to bring together all members of the community for a night of great food and fellowship, where everyone seated around the table is treated as equals.
We didn't want it to just be the community that might, the demographics that are in need, but to be bringing the different demographics together.
The true main course was the opportunity to make new friends, to break bread with people outside of our usual circle of friends.
I've been wanting to do family-style meals for a long time, but particularly where you go and you sit next to someone you may not know.
Tonight, no one goes away hungry, and perhaps the most satisfying takeaway is the food for the soul that are the new friends we make around a community table. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Last night, the Marquette Regional History Center held its final public event of the year with a performance by the Holiday Brass Choir. WZMQ's Andrew Hans has more.
On Sunday afternoon, local brass players came together to play an hour of well-known and even some unfamiliar holiday pieces for a large audience at the Marquette Regional History Center. The 10-piece brass choir, featuring a percussionist this year, is made up entirely of volunteers. Kicking off one of the most anticipated weeks of the year, organizer and tuba player Tom Bronken says it's an especially busy time for musicians.
There are a lot of concerts starting right after Thanksgiving, right on through the holidays. It's busy.
The brass choir has been playing these arranged concerts since 2004. With good reason to continue the tradition in the same space.
We could play probably in a different venue, but it wouldn't be the same. This is perfect because the acoustics are very nice and the audience is right there. We see their faces, we can tell they're enjoying it. We feed off of that energy that they give us. The players love doing it and audiences seem to like it as well.
Throughout the performance, each tune was prefaced with its brief history, all derived from Bronken's 702-page book of carols, exaggerating just how many versions of songs have been built around celebrating this time of year.
It's appropriate for a history center. The goal is to try to have people listen to the narration between hands, but actually want to listen to it. So I try to make it entertaining. We enjoy playing for people, and we're glad they come out. Hopefully we'll see even more next year.
Reporting in Marquette, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
This holiday season, you and your neighbor could be shopping for the exact same item, but paying very different prices. Consumer advocates say surveillance pricing may be to blame, a practice that uses your personal data while you shop online. Evan Moon explains.
You may be shopping for gifts from the comfort of your couch, but stores can still see who you are.
Most of these companies are charging you a different price based on some data they have about you. It could be your location, could be your proximity to the store, it could be your shopping history, knowing that you bought a product previously and are willing to pay for it again.
It's a practice most people aren't aware of.
Do you know what surveillance pricing is?
No.
No, never heard of it. What is it?
Consumer Watchdog President Jamie Court says surveillance pricing is nearly impossible to avoid.
You know, you can try to limit how much information they have about you, but the genie's out of the bottle, unfortunately.
Court says his organization has evidence all the major retailers use personal algorithms to nudge a price up or down, targeting data from your Amazon cart, Uber rides, or even the brand of laptop you're using to shop.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, but I would probably monitor pricing on a general basis more frequently.
And for those traveling for the holidays,
Airlines will charge you a different price depending upon how many times you go to the website.
he says using a private browsing mode is one strategy.
It used to be you had to shop around to get the best price. Now you have to shop around and pretend you're not you. It's nuts.
But Jameson Spivak with the Future Privacy Forum says all the data collection could mean lower prices for some frequent shoppers.
Personalized pricing can benefit consumers through individualized discounts or loyalty programs that reward consumers for repeat business.
Currently, there is no federal regulation for companies that use surveillance pricing. We reached out to the FTC, who has been investigating this practice. A spokesperson said no comment.
A strange Christmas gift, red carpet friendship, and some musical theater. Gwen Bumgarner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
Only a few days left until the next batch of episodes for Stranger Things Season 5 are released. Cass spoke about the final season on the red carpet.
Electrifying, adventurous, connective, and zenith.
Co-creator Ross Duffer, alongside his brother Matt, had this message for fans.
Thank you, really, because it's that support that's allowed us in this cast to tell the story from beginning to end, and not just that, but beginning to end in the way that we all felt was the right way to do it.
3 new episodes drop Christmas Day on Netflix. London's West End is tapping into a piece of 1935 entertainment history with the new revival of Top Hat. The musical comedy incorporates the memorable dances and costumes from the iconic film, while also incorporating some new songs created specifically for the stage adaptation. Paul Rudd and Jack Black are proving they're more than just screen partners.
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
The actors used a trip down the red carpet to put their friendship on full display and promote each other's strengths.
Jack Black, as everyone knows, is like a tsunami of talent. He's a talent tornado.
He has an encyclopedic memory, and he's got the fastest mind in comedy. I mean, his improvs are astounding. And it was an incredible thing to watch.
The pair stars in the film Anaconda, which opens in theaters Christmas Day. And in the spirit of Christmas, a reminder that the 1-hour holiday special, Christina Aguilera, Christmas in Paris, airs tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Now stay tuned. Final look at weather after this.
Next, Kelly.
We've got a game.
Name the band.
Desert pool. Desert pool. So I don't know. Oasis.
From Pluribus, Ray Seahorn.
Hot ladies. Spice Girls. What? I swear they didn't tell me.
Plus Chris Daughtry.
I really wish I knew it was pajama day.
Oh my God. Feel this. I was like, I choose that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
When you need a body shop, skip the corporate shops and outside investors. Go with your hometown body shop, Superior Collision. Our family opened Superior Collision in 2002, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. Some places talk about community. We actually stand with our community, donating monthly back into Marquette County. When you need collision repair, choose Superior Collision, your local hometown body shop.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Do you know what MASH stands for?
I don't know, sir.
It might mean marriage always scares hot lips.
I want to marry you.
No. What about mules are short horses?
That's supposed to be clever.
Memorably absurd side-splitting humor?
Sounds good to me.
But what does it actually mean?
MASH means mobile. Army Surgical Hospital.
See what MASH means to you.
Weekdays and Sundays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
And a final look at your forecast. If you have any final things to wrap up on all your Christmas errands, whether it's wrapping presents, headed out to the grocery store to get everything you need for your holiday menu, tomorrow is a really good day to do so. Of course, you still need the jacket. It is going to be breezy, but we'll have some comfortable temperatures into the mid to upper 30s, maybe even a few 40s in there if you're down towards the southern portions of the Upper Peninsula. Some snow showers move through overnight. That should completely taper off, though, by the time you get your day started around 7 a.m. And then some scattered flurries for Christmas Eve around lunchtime. So it all depends how comfortable you are traveling in the snow. We're not going to see too much of it. This is a look nationally at Christmas Eve. A lot of the United States won't see any precipitation. Of course, warmer once you get to other portions of the country, but locally here for us, a few flurries for Christmas Eve should keep things dry for Christmas. Very comfortable for Kwanzaa with a few scattered snow showers, and then that's when changes happen for the weekend. Colder air sets in to start off next week.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, Delta County law enforcement had a special holiday assignment in Escanaba this morning. Escanaba Public Safety and the Delta County Sheriff's Department turned on their sirens to transport Santa Claus around local neighborhoods. Santa delivered toys to kids in the Shop with a Cop program, but he was followed by the Grinch, who tried to steal the presents at every stop. Officers apprehended the Grinch, allowing Santa Claus to safely complete his route. Skradsky Family Funeral Homes also delivered food, giving each family a full Christmas dinner. Santa Claus and the police were assisted by the Delta County Central Dispatch. That's it for now, everyone. We'll catch you back here tomorrow at 6/5 Central. See you then.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi, I'm